But first, we're kicking things off here in the Price Chopper kitchen with the creativity coach, Sheryl Godsy, and she has something so fun. It's one of the craziest things I think we've done here.
Oh.
So,
all right.
She is leading me to a plate, and before the show started, she said, you know, write something you'd like to get rid of.
Right. One of the things we're doing at a new studio is to take china, upcycle it, and make it into something beautiful. So kind of the process of breaking it can be fun and cathartic to let it go. So I've created a break it box.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go over there and give the safety first. We
Safety
do have a box
first
to kind of contain it.
You do this at home.
Safety glasses, wear your safety glasses. And she's going to give her stress.
And I put the word stress here, right? Because who doesn't want to get rid of that?
That's right. Give it a good throw down.
I'm going hard. Okay, well,
Sounds
that
great,
went.
doesn't it?
That's something I always wanted to do, was break china.
Oh, you did really well.
A live
but
TV
we're going to leave those there, but I'm going to show you. Now, that kind of does an initial break, but then sometimes you have great big pieces. Mosaic is the most beautiful when the tessera or the tile are in smaller pieces and you put it back together to create an art form. So, you've done the initial break. That was a lot of fun, right?
It was.
How did it feel?
Oh my gosh, it felt amazing.
Good.
I really encourage everybody to break their own china, I guess.
You know, if you have some china that no longer means anything to you, or maybe if it's a precious heirloom that's got a chip on it, but you don't want to let it go, you could break it and make something special. Now, when you break it, sometimes you've got great big pieces, you want smaller pieces, put it inside a pillowcase, take a hammer and give it another whack or two. Break it down some more.
Here we
break
go.
it down. Break it like you mean it. There you go. There, she did it. She did it. So now what we have are some fun little pieces that could then be reassembled onto a project. So you've got tile. Breaking it with a hammer is one way. There are also tools you can use. These are called tile nippers.
Okay.
You can take it. I'm going to show you, give you a little muscle.
I was going to say, it's all tools and arm muscles right there.
It's the right tools, yeah. So give it a try.
Okay.
You're going to put this on the edge of it. Hold your hand over it a little bit. Give it a oomph.
Okay.
Give it a break.
There we go.
Does
little
that feel
piece
good
there.
Too?
It does. This is really therapeutic. I know you wouldn't think that
I'm not an art
necessarily.
therapist, but art can be a great release, a stress reliever, an emotion expressor.
Well,
Put it a little bit on the end. Put it a little bit on the end, not all the way on it. There's the muscles going. She's got it going. So once we've broken up our tiles into our plate into smaller pieces and tiles, then you can reassemble them on a base. Many things can be a base. This is a wood piece that I've taken some Polish pottery that was broken and reassembled it into, I kind of like that. It looks like a, what's it remind you of?
Oh, it reminds me of like so many things at my grandma's house, actually,
Kinda
because
like
you see a lot of those paisleys and a lot of those.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. It kind of went like as a quilt. So you can take the pieces and arrange them in a pleasing pattern, or even an abstract. That's kind of abstract, my stepping stone over there. It's a concrete stepping stone. You can use a rock.
And one thing Sheryl has not mentioned, she made all of these, and they're so beautiful.
It's fun. I love doing this. This is kind of a new art form. You know, old things come back again.
Yes.
So about 5 or 6 years ago, I started doing this, and I really enjoy sharing it with other people.
Okay, we got to look at this glue and maybe get moving.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So then you find a base that you want to put it on. You're going to use a weld bond is the glue that I like to use. It's a non-toxic, water-based. So you would just apply a generous amount of glue on the top. Yeah, there you go.
We're getting a lot of glue there.
A lot of glue because you want it to stick.
We want it to stick.
Yeah, china's kind of heavy. So you could glue it down, and you're going to then kind of make a pattern. We don't have to do all of that. You can put another one down if you like that idea.
Another down.
You can put the china back together in sort of a broken pattern. You leave a little piece in between because we're going to grout. Use concrete grout to fill in the spaces in between. And that's what kind of makes it beautiful. Putting the pieces back together.
Okay, well, you've got some beautiful china patterns over there. And one thing we haven't talked about, how would you actually do the grout?
The grout is a fun process itself. I can show you real quickly on this one. So it's fun to glue it together. You've got to let it set for 24 hours, let that glue get good and hard. They make a pre-made grout, or you can make your own. And you're going to take it.
Looks like a little like cement or something.
Yeah, it is like cement,
like
and it's kind of like a brownie consistency. And you're just going to take it and you smush it in between the tiles.
And it doesn't cover up the tile, though. You can still see
it does
through.
at first. I tell people you got to be patient with the process. It's going to look ugly. It's going to look ugly till you finish. So you're going to smush it down in between, let it dry a little bit, then you're going to take a cloth or a sponge and you'll clean it off the top of the tiles. And you'll get this result in the end.
Well, this is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this new artwork with us that you've been doing, Sheryl. Now we're going to toss it over to you, Bill.